Greg. So William Zepeda, according to Golden Boy Promotions VP, Eric Gomez, he hurt his hand against Tevin Farmer. They want the Shakur fight, but just not on February 22nd.
Right.
What's your thoughts?
I mean, you can't help an injury. Shakur went through the same shit. But I honestly, I wrote it on Twitter or X. I said that I think Golden Boy is going to keep him away from Shakur. The reason being, it's still a lot for him to work on. He's a tough fighter. He bring a lot to the table, but skill-wise, Shakur pick him apart, bro. It was times where Tev could have made that fight a lot easier, and he gave himself away, where Shakur is not going to do that. Shakur is definitely going to stay disciplined, work that jab, and beat him with the left hand. I really don't think they want to fight Shakur, to be honest.
Do you think it was more of the injury or more of the you saw success Tevin Farmer was having? And like, look, we're just going to take a step back.
I think it was both. I think it was the injury and then the fact that he couldn't get away from certain shit with Tev. And he couldn't outpower Tev. He couldn't overwork Tev. Even though at times it looked like he was going to get Tev. Like early in the fight, I remember like in the second, third round, it looked like he was going to stop Tev at one point. Not because Tev was falling around or some shit. Tev's body language just wasn't right. But then Tev woke up, boom, knocked him down. Next thing you know, he picking it up on him. Shakur is a lot more disciplined than both of them guys. Tev is a great fighter. Don't get it fucked up. But Shakur just more disciplined mentally and skill-wise. So I feel like with Zepeda just walking up like that without real good head movement and timing, I think he's going to get picked apart. So I don't think Golden Boy want to give that away right away with him because Zepeda got a good name. A win over Tevin Farmer is a good win, bro, because Tevin Farmer is not just a guy. He's former champion. And he coming to fight.
If you Shakur Stevenson, do you wait? You wait for William Zepeda, or do you just go ahead maybe with that fight with Joe Cordina that you missed out on?
No, if I'm Shakur, I'm getting another body in the ring, and I'm just getting busy. Because Shakur had some good time off where he needed to just get back in there. And then you could tell he got a lot on his mind. It's a lot of shit he want to express in that ring. So get him an opponent. Not an opponent like that's easy, but I'm just saying, get him somebody where he can go there and do his thing.
That you're supposed to be coming back on Gillian Wallow's knockout party, man. Absolutely. Any truth to that?
Perfect. Yeah, I talked to Gilly himself. Gilly said it's a go. So we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do.
I'm just seeing you going back and forth with One-Punch.
Yeah.
How's that fight going to look if it actually occurs? Was it December 20th?
It's going to look like a strong-arm robbery. Do what I want. Get that shit up. And hurry up. Don't have me waiting.
Now, One-Punch is one of the biggest punchers that Philly's ever seen.
False. Joe Frazier.
I'm talking about like the
Schuler. James Schuler.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that, man.
You ain't trying to hear it?
Fuck all that.
I was talking about the local level.
No, ain't no local level. You Philly or you ain't. Just like niggas talk shit about me, you had to be there.
It looked like shit. There was a nice amount of trash talk back and forth on social media.
Yeah.
Right? Is that just like, just normal, just shit talk?
Yeah, I mean, it's tension. You know what I mean? He challenged me to a fight. He didn't think I would say yes, but he knew I would say yes. But for some reason, he thought I would be getting nervous because it's Gillian Wallow. I don't give a fuck if it's Don King and Al Haymon. I don't give a fuck who it is.
That's an interesting fight.
What? No, what I'm saying is I don't give a fuck if it was them that approached me about the fight. Right. He thought because it was them two, I was going to get nervous. I don't know why. They from Philly. You know what I'm saying? They from Philly. We all from Philly. So when they said, would you fight Simon Carr? I said, it's up to y'all. It's not up to me. It's up to y'all because I know the type of card they put on. Right. They put on an all-entertainment card. You know what I'm saying? Not saying me and Simon Carr not going to be entertaining, but they fuck with influencers. I mean, I'm an influencer, but I'm not. You feel me? I really get busy, so.
That should be an event card, though.
He just was surprised. I guess he was surprised when I said yeah and how fast I said yeah, so he felt the need to just start going crazy on Instagram. I said what I said the first two lives with Gilly. And I said what I said on the video. After that, I'm done going into training camp Monday, and it's about his ass.
What kind of Greg Hackett can we expect?
Explosive, massive.
Massive.
Very, very strong.
Massive right hand.
Very alert. I'm going to the body for sure. He fat as shit. Titties, all that. So I'm going to the body. I'm gonna punch him all in his titties, all in his belly, all over the side of his head. It's gonna get real like nasty in there.
Do you feel like this is the perfect opportunity because guys been bringing up your boxing record, whether it's Schofield Sr., whether it's Brian Norman Sr.?
Yeah.
Is this an opportunity for you to show the world exactly who Greg Hackett is?
No, this is not an opportunity to show nothing. This is what I do. The only opportunity is the fact that a lot of people gonna be watching. So yeah, I guess it's an opportunity, but I don't give a fuck what people think. I know the work I put in, and like I said, as many losses that I do have on my record, you're not gonna ever find a video of me getting the shit beat out of me. That's what happens to these other guys. No disrespect, but Simon Carr is washed up. She nasty. Look how fat he is. Fat as shit. So I'm gonna go in there and just do what I do. I ain't really concerned with too much, you know what I mean, about what he got going on. If he train or he don't train, that's up to him. I mean, he fat as shit. I'm gonna beat some of the fat off him. It's that simple.
Yep. All right, so after Jake Paul's victory against Mike Tyson, Andre Ward, a couple people called him out.
Yeah.
Arthur Beterbiev,
Yeah.
Daniel Dubois,
Yeah.
but the most notable, Andre Ward,
Yeah.
who's been retired for what, Rob, 7 years?
Yeah, he said 7 years.
7 years? He decided to throw his hat in the race. What you think of that?
I mean, Andre Ward, man, listen, he at that point and been at that point where he could do what he wants. And guess what? Jake Paul, he's robbing the bank. I ain't mad at Andre Ward for going at him. He need to go in there with a real fighter. He need to really see what this shit hitting for. I think Andre Ward would be perfect for him. I think Andre Ward beat his ass real bad, but he'd be perfect for him.
What is Andre Ward going to look like at 41 years old, 7 years off?
Real sharp. You know why? When you older and you've been away, you know you got to keep up with the young boys. Even though you're not in the gym every day and doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as a fighter, but he's retired, so he can chill. But what it is, you get a lot of time to think. So when you get that time to think, catch yourself shadow boxing and working on little shit. So I can see a guy like Andre Ward still staying sharp, still being on point.
On some B-hop shit.
Yeah, on some B-hop type shit. And, you know, going in there and just beating Jake Paul the fuck up, though. Because Jake Paul can't fuck with no Andre Ward. And he know that.
Is that the pace you see, Rob? Ward coming back at like a B-hop pace?
Yeah, I think so. He gonna come back like an old head type of style. Like, and he was already very reserved, and Andre Ward was really, he's great at basic fundamentals. So I think he's gonna come back even more just chill, more relaxed, look for the shot, place the shot, and then go from there.
I forgot, for anybody watching, I forgot Rob's not mic'd up.
Right.
Nah, it's cool, but check this out though, my feet naked.
Is that a fight you want to see next, G?
Huh?
Is that a fight you want to see next?
I mean, why not? We just saw him in there with Mike Tyson, who's retired. You know what I mean? So why not Andre Ward, who's retired? It's a lot better fight.
A little different, though.
A little different for sure, but a lot better fight.
And I was actually in the building last night. Jesse Hart and Jabril Noble's, their bouts were canceled midway through the card.
Yeah.
You know, you heard a couple of different things.
Yeah.
You know, the commission says that the ambulance had an emergency, but
Yeah.
you tell me what happened.
I mean, from my understanding, just people wasn't getting paid. That's supposed to get paid in order for you to have a show. That obviously was the case because I've never seen in my 24 years of boxing commissions just get up and leave. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, from my understanding, they didn't get paid. You know what I mean? And it was a horrible job by the promoter. I mean, because he's supposed to make sure all that shit is covered.
Now, there's a heated back and forth between you and the promoter.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah.
Everybody, do you think all this could be? Yeah, he challenged you to a fight. Do you think this could be resolved out of the ring?
What you mean?
This situation, if money's owed, then people could be made whole.
You mean paid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he could pay him, but but I ain't hearing nothing about him paying him yet. You know what I mean? So until I hear my dogs got paid, I'm on his ass. I'm not playing with him. You know what I mean?
What does that mean for a fighter to go through training camp? Not getting no buns, cutting weight.
Just imagine doing a job and not getting paid for it. That's all. Imagine doing a job for 8 weeks, six to 8 weeks, and not getting paid for it. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, you're gonna want to hurt somebody. People got families and shit like that. Now here's the thing. Fighters got jobs and shit like that too. Cool. But boxing, it's a lot that come with boxing. It's a lot of emotion that go into it, a lot of hard work that go into it, a lot of time go into it. When you get that victory, it's better than the money almost. I mean, the money is great. You need the money, but getting that victory is like, man, you know what I mean? It's a different feeling. I mean, especially for me as a coach, seeing this guy work hard, seeing him go through the sparring sessions, seeing him go through the aches and pains, to go in there and get the victory, and then, you know what I mean, go up another level. When you deprived of that because of a promoter not doing his job, it's almost like, how the fuck are we going to be able to move forward? You know what I'm saying? I understand we have to move forward, and we are going to move forward, but it's just like, you can't. People who speak about how fighters need to work with people and need to trust people, but this is why fighters don't trust people, because we can't even trust the promoter. Can't even trust the promoter. So if we can't trust the promoter, how are we going to trust that we can get to the promised land? You feel me? How are we going to trust that we can get to a title if you can't even trust the promoter? You feel me? To do his job. You know what I'm saying? So it's just rough. You know what I mean? It's rough on the fighters. But, me as a coach, I'm taking offense because, you know what I mean, these are my projects. These are the guys I'm working with, and these are the guys I'm working on. And I want to see them prosper. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard to do that when you got stupid shit like this happening. You know what I mean? Jesse Hart was campaigning real hard for Teflon Promotions. I mean, he even wore a suit to the press conference. Very nice suit. Looked real good. Looked sharp. Talking his shit. You know what I mean? Jesse Hart is ranked in the top 10, and I believe in the WBO. Top 5.
I think he's number 3 in the WBO.
WBO. So that's what I'm saying. But we're dealing with a person like this. It's horrible. And you could tell to the promoter it really didn't matter to him. He was just trying to do what he could do and get the fuck up out of there. Because after the fight, I got him on the phone, and I was like, bro, where you at? He's like, I'm here. I'm like, well, if you here, pull up. Like, I mean, we outside in the lobby. He was nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? So that just lets you know the person we're dealing with. And then if he wasn't wrong, why would you hide? I don't really deal with people like that. But it is what it is. We gotta move forward. You know what I mean?
How were Jabril and Jesse's spirits?
I mean, it was mad. He was pissed off. I mean, imagine you being suited and booted and ready to go. Brill had his gloves on, tape on his gloves and everything. He ready to go. Warmed up like 5 or 6 times. You mean he was in good rhythm, good spirits. He was ready to go out there and fight. Didn't come to find out we're not even fighting.
And as a matter of fact, we got to think about the other guy, the guy that came from Mexico to fight Jesse, and then Naheem. Where Jabril and Naheem, this is the 3rd time.
And also the 147 pounder.
Oh yeah, Tanja.
Yeah. So it's like, man, six guys got shorted that night. Shouldn't be like that. This shouldn't even be a subject of us talking about something like this. You know what I mean? But this the kind of people you deal with on a lower level. You know what I mean? A higher level. Somebody asked me earlier, well, gee, sometimes you got to deal with bullshit. I'm like, yeah, but it's a different level of bullshit. Just like it's a different level of anything else. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with this shit. You know what I mean? But these are the type of people you got, they letting do business. You know what I mean? And everybody call themselves a businessman. Everybody throwing that word around. I hate that. I'm a business. It's business. It's business. You don't know what the fuck you doing. Either you know what you're doing or you don't. And one thing about business, I know you got to be able to cover. He wasn't able to cover. So, you know what I mean? I hope he just go ahead and do whatever it is he do in his regular life and leave this boxing shit alone. This is for a different type of animal. You know what I mean?